Now, here, yeah. So today we are here to seminar, right? You have your notes with you? You know where to get the notes, right? Yes, Now, so very quick to tell you, okay. Now, first, let me just introduce with you our exam format. So for the normal, or we said the formal exam format, you may find a place to write down. All right. Now, so for a formal exam format for geography, for geography, it's not about other subjects, okay? Now, the formal exam format means the UASA format, okay? And the formal format. Now, means for your exam papers, you will have bahagian A, bahagian B, and bahagian C. Your exam paper is gonna split into three parts. All right. The first part is 20 questions objective, followed by bahagian B, 3 subjective. And bahagian A, bahagian B is compulsory to complete all the questions. And you're gonna do total actually worth like bahagian A worth 20 marks, means one objective worth 1 marks. And then bahagian B, you have 3 questions with a total of 40 marks. And then for bahagian C, they so-called essay question, right? But don't worry, the essay here is not like your essay in BM, BI, and Mandarin, right? It's not like the essay or the karangan or the 作文, right? It's a big difference, okay? Your karangan, maybe you need 4 paragraph, 5 paragraph, but in geography, our essay means you have a long answer. You need to answer a long answer. All right, it's a long questions or long answers. Now, and they said they will provide you 4 questions and you are going to choose 2. Okay, you're going to choose 2. And each of the question worth 10 marks and total 20 marks. So together, your paper is going to worth 80 marks for the formal exam. All right, now, maybe you will be like, why I keep mentioning formal, right? It's because you are Form 1, and this gonna be your first exam in your whole secondary life. Now, normally your school teacher for the first exam, they don't really follow formal exam format. So normally they will follow, because the chapter that you have learned is very little, they can't follow the formal exam format. Hence, normally your midterm exam, the cover is about chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. All right. In here, I have summarized a little bit on what they gonna ask you or what they may ask you, right? In the first term exam, just only for first term, okay? But be aware, I don't expect you to copy everything here, yeah, but it's gonna take time. So can I just have you to do one thing favor for me? Just screenshot this pictures. Can you screenshot this? And then maybe you're gonna copy after class, or you just watch it on your phone, or you ask your parents to print it out for you so that you know what to make sure you know for your first exam. All right? Can you just screenshot first, or you want to screenshot later? Because I'm gonna add something, just briefly tell you that and what you need to know or what kind of questions. And then after that, we will go into the questions. Yeah. Just in case you need a clean one, you don't like me to write extra thing, then you can screenshot now. Or you want to just screenshot at the end of the day. Which one you all prefer? The first option or the second option? If you prefer the second option, then I will start writing. Start telling. Okay. Hello. So do you mind? You already screenshot though. Never mind. Later screenshot another time, right? Now, so listen first, yeah. So for the first term exam, because most of the time they cannot give you a exam format because it's so little things that you have learned, right? So there's no choice. They will give you some random questions, means not follow the format. So normally they will ask you first, you must know that menentu arah to determine your directions. And just a very quick recaps that I'm not sure whether you know or not. How many direction we have? Be aware, we have 8 arah. Okay, 8 direction and it's split into 2. So you have arah mata angin utama. Okay, and then you have arah mata angin perantaraan. All right. Now, what is the arah mata angin utama? You have is what? You have utara, timur, selatan. I'm gonna write short, huh? Yes, and barat. Now, perantaraan, you have what? In between utara and timur is Timur Laut, followed by Tenggara, okay, followed by Barat Daya and Barat Laut. Now, just a very quick, yeah. Then how exam gonna ask you? Normally, okay, read the question properly, yeah, what they want, okay? So normally they will come with a map, okay? They will come with the map, and then they ask you example, okay, arah sekolah dari let's say dari pejabat post. So you got to determine. And this is a time where very important, you need to read the question properly, right? Why? Because normally question 1, they might ask separately. They might also be mixed with your chapter 2 and chapter 3. All right. Now, this is the first example question they will ask, yeah? So this is the example questions. Now, other than Arab, they might also ask you another thing called bearing sudutan. Bearing sudutan. Sudut means degree, all right? So means they are require you to determine the direction, but we are not using arah mata angin utama or perantaraan. Instead of it, we're using degree, darjah. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. So for your first term exam, make sure you bring your jangka sudut. Now, reason why I write a ruler here is because sometimes the distance that you measure is a bit far. So to improve the accuracy, you bring ruler. All right, same, they might give you a only first term use jangka sudut. No, it's form 1, the whole form 1. Yeah, for the whole form 1 geography, you will need it. But just because your first term exam, so I emphasize again, in case you forgot. All right, because yeah, some of you still don't have it with your, in your pencil case. So just a pre-reminder. If your mathematics is very bad, means like you take a very long time to plus or minus, right? You better bring along your calculator as well. Okay, we trust the calculator. Don't waste extra time. Don't spend too many time on calculation, right? In geography, you can bring your calculator. All right, if you feel that you're not confident with your maths, right? Now, and reminder, this is a reminder, yeah? So, and this is a common question that people go mistake. Why? When a lot of students, they tend to read like this. Sekolah dari pejabat. Oh, then they terus take the jangka sudut and then they start to measure. Read the question properly. Are they looking for arah or bearing sudutan? Because they will mention in the question. A lot of people, they will tend to just, oh, place A, place B, start to tell the answer. Okay, and this is a very serious because, as I said, it's not a formal exam format. So for ARA part, it may not like the UASA like that, take a very small portion of your mark. It may be higher, like maybe it can up to 4 mark, 5 mark, 6 mark. Same go with bearing sujudan. All right. So make sure you bring your jangka sudut, and also if can, make sure you know how to measure. Now, these two are the very common one. These two are very common, and these two is not only came out in the first term. It gonna be exist in your second term or final term as well. But the next one, look here. This one, cara menentu arah dengan kompas, or they use the word langkah mengguna kompas. How to use compasses? Okay, how to use compasses? Yeah. All right. The way of using compasses. Now, this one, right? Most of the time, it exists in first term, first exam, most of the time. So, means for first term, you need to spend a little bit of time to memorize this. But for second term or final term, you can just memorize the behind chapter instead of this. Okay, so you can just treat it as this is a first term exam limited edition. Okay, how to use compass. Now, and then for chapter 2, same. The very important things is you need to know how to determine kedudukan relative. Means at least you need to know how to look at the map and determine hadapan, belakang, kiri, kanan. Of course, it may also came out in your second term and final term, but lesser chance. Okay, but lesser chance, right? Kenya. Now, come here already. Bab 2 have a very writing part. Means they might ask you the latitude and the longitude. Do you have any idea on what is latitude and longitude? I think you have, right? Now, first thing you need to know is their name. And second, like I highlight for you, yeah, especially focus garisan katulistiwa. Know it well that why we have this line or what is the use of this line. They might use the word ciri-ciri garisan katulistiwa. They might also use another word, fungsi, kegunaan. But they have the same expect. Okay, they expect you to tell me that, oh, katulistiwa is actually 0 degree. Okay, and it's actually latitude yang terpanjang. Okay, normally I gave you a roughly like 3 points so that you know if they ask 3 marks, 4 marks, how you're gonna answer, right? So 0 degree, right? Latitude yang terpanjang or paling panjang, longest latitude. And then you gotta say their job is to memisahkan, to split hemisfera utara or memisahkan bumi kepada hemisfera utara dan hemisfera selatan. Why does people running away from my class? Am I that bad? All right, so crazy. Now, so this is a chances for the midterm normally things that they may ask. All right. Of course, it's not they said they only ask this. Yeah, this is the common. Now, and then longitude same. You got to know that the name of the longitude and the characteristic of. They might ask you either one. Tarik antara bangsa or meridian pangkal, either one. So these two are the one that you need to memorize a little bit lah, right? And know how to determine kedudukan. If they ask you, they gave you a earth, Okay, I will have contour question at the back. Okay, they will give you a earth, and then they draw a lot of longitude, a lot of latitude. Okay, pardon my drawing, a bit weird. So they will draw a globe, and then with a lot of grids, and then maybe they will just name it X, and then they ask you to tell that same it's not to say that they only ask kedudukan, so they might tell you in this way. Nyatakan latitude X. Okay, this is the first example question. Or they might also randomly tell you that, okay, nyatakan longitude X. So read the question first. You don't look at the question, say XO, or you look at this glove and then you start to tell me about, oh, the kedudukan is what? Read the question properly. All right. So they might use the word nyatakan, terangkan, or what, right? Okay, then what's the difference? Latitude is only talk about the horizontal. Okay, this latitude. If they tell you longitude means you're gonna look at the vertical lines, right? If they ask you kedudukan means combination. They want you to tell latitude and longitude. What's the difference? All right. But for chapter 3, you need to know, like they might ask ciri-ciri peta. Ask you to state the ciri-ciri or state the langkah. And I use green color pen here and tell you the langkah is actually the way of drawing a graph. So follow this sequence. Must be first drawing, writing tajuk, menuliskan tajuk peta. Okay, selepas tu melukiskan piramida, meletakkan arah mata angin, memilih dan melukiskan simbol, menunjuk, menulis petunjuk. This is the sequence. Of course, they might ask you to state the ciri-ciri. They might also have another way of asking is they give you a map and they tell you which ciri-ciri are not applied. I mean, they didn't draw. Okay, which ciri-ciri is missing. Okay, nyatakan ciri-ciri yang tidak ditunjuk. Okay, di atas berita. Now, same, a common one, split. Make sure you can differentiate physical, budaya. And what is physical? Physical means a natural characteristic. Okay, natural characteristic. Okay, budaya means what? Man-made characteristic. Okay, now, and then sometimes they may ask you about journey symbol, and symbol split into 4 types. Kawasan, garisan, titik, perkataan. Now, this one, yeah, and this one that I highlight but I didn't detail, right? Don't worry, the answer is actually in your short notes. Right, in your short notes, yeah. But chapter 4, you have nothing to escape. You have to memorize and make sure you are very clear on which one is negeri and which one is ibu negeri. Okay, and of course, make sure you know what ibu negara. So ask you, what is the ibu negara for our country? Kuala Lumpur, yeah. And in exam, try no short form, yeah. Everything right in full. Kuala Lumpur. But what if now question asks you is not using ibu negara? They ask you pusat pentadbiran. Sorry, yes. Okay, Kerajaan Persekutuan or pentapioran persekutuan Putrajaya. All right. Now, and then you also have another thing called wilayah persekutuan, yeah. If they are asking wilayah persekutuan, right? How many wilayah persekutuan we have? We have three. Yes, we have three. And make sure if the question asking wilayah persekutuan, your answer must be wilayah persekutuan something else. Same, no short form. So your answer is gonna be wilayah persekutuan Putrajaya. Putrajaya capital, capital, capital letter, yeah. And then same, you got to write in full, okay? If the question said wilayah persekutuan, so you're gonna write, oh, wilayah persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, yes, and Labuan. All right. Now, here, yeah, a bit small though. All right, never mind. I think I screenshot for you will be better, right? Let me see how to make it bigger for you to screenshot. Let me see how. I try to screenshot for you, okay? Oh, okay, wait. I think I can use here. Everyone in meeting. Screenshot. Capture. Okay, I already sent in the everyone chat, so you may download it, okay, and check whether C is clear or not, okay. If it's not clear after that, if not clear, I mean the picture is not clear, you can text me and send. I can send you via iPad. Means I can take a screenshot from iPad so that you know where to, okay. And if you have question, right, blah blah blah, and yeah, you can write Putrajaya. Yes. All right. Just in case you are just random come into the class, you don't know who am I, right? Of course, if you have any question regarding these notes, you can always look for me. I mean, don't call me, just WhatsApp me. All right. I will answer you when I was free. All right. Now, Kenya, this is just a brief to tell you what is like gonna you need to have for your first term exam. All right. And then at next page onward, you will see, I mean, your first page of your notes is your short notes. And regarding to whatever things that I mentioned to you just now, the answer is here. All right. Just a quick tick for you, okay? Now, just now I mentioned you need to differentiate this. So make sure you know about the directions, which is here. Okay, I should just tick like this. Right? And remember just now I asked you to talk about this. Langkah-langkah. How to use a compass. Remember, always is stand in front of the object, letakkan compass pada permukaan yang rata flat. Okay? Without bersih. Or jauhi objek bersih. Alright? And then orientasi dan pusing kompas. Right? Oriented, adjust your compass, slowly, and read your compass. All right. Now, and here, there's one question that they might ask you, but I didn't mention on top, right? They will ask you, why are they, okay, you can write down in your books already, yeah? Why is jarum kompas? Mengapakah? Okay, jarum kompas. Okay, sentiasa menunjuk arah utara. Okay, come. Why is it compass, the needle of the compass always point at the utara? Then your answer must mention is what? Because of they are what? Dipengaruhi oleh tarikan magnet di kutub utara. All right. Now, this is the common they like to ask. And of course, they might also ask you that how they determine the arah menggunakan matahari. Shall we move on? Or you need some time to write down this extra? You want to write on top also can. Shall we? If you are good, then I will move on. Not yet. Okay. Then I wait for you. Don't worry. All right. Okay. Can ya? All right. Everybody done? Yep. Then I gonna move. Yeah. So I take for you, this is like what you're gonna roughly know about it, right? And then chapter 2, as I said, you need to know kiri, kanan, depan, belakang. And just now I mentioned to you, right? They might ask you about the ciri-ciri garisan khatulistiwa. All right. They may ask you ciri-ciri garisan meridian pangkal and garisan tarik antara bangsa. All right. Now, and then must make sure you know about the location lah. Like what's the name of the garisan? I just draw through for you. Yeah. I'm not gonna go through all the notes, okay, because our focus will be latihan. Right? Move on, yeah. Next. Now for chapter 3, like I said, you need to know about the ciri-ciri. So you need to slightly to know about the example. Example of all these garisan. Sorry, symbol. You no need to memorize everything, but you need to know some example, right? And then understand, make sure you understand what is physical, what is budaya. All right. And then chapter 4, nothing. You got to memorize the map. All right. For midterm, right? For your first exam, right? Normally it may up to for map question lah. Sometimes it may up to a grade like 5 marks, 6 marks, because they give you a map and they ask you to answer negeri and ibu negeri. All right. Now let me just start show you. I provide chapter 5 short notes for you as well, just in case some of you exam up to chapter 5. Can ya? Chapter 6 also have here, but I don't think your school teacher will actually exam up to chapter 6 lah, right? So let's look at the questions, very quick. This is a type of question that they may ask you about what? Apakah maksud arah? When they tell you maksud, tell me about the definition. Or they use the word definition, meaning. So what is arah? Arah is actually hala tuju sesuatu tempat. Exam try to write in full. So you're going to say arah ialah, okay, Hala tujuh means directions. Sesuatu tempat. Dari suatu tempat yang lain. Alright, because they are 2 marks, so let us further. Just tell them lah, how many types of arah we have. You can say lah, arah terdiri daripada. Okay, daripada. Just now we said, right, we have arah, mata angin, utama, mean direction, and also arah mata angin perantaraan. Alright, because 2 marks mah. Now, here. This is the first type of question that they might ask. Is like this. They say, nyatakan arah mata angin utama for PQRS. Right? So you got to look at this. If the question give you in this way, without any mentions, yeah. So your answer is gonna be, okay, always is gonna be on top is always utara. If they nothing mentioned, if they draw in this way. But be aware if they use this thing. Same, if they use this kind of, right? If they use this kind, yeah. When you see the arrow pointed at, it's always utara. Okay, means what? If today they show you in this way, then utara must be here. Okay, of course, yeah, in exam, it may be come out all funny one. You need to remember, always remember, this is the utara, this is the utara. Okay, if they randomly give you a point that like that, means this is utara. You got to follow whatever they point at. All right, now then I ask you, if P is utara, Q is what? Timur, yes, followed by Timur, and then R will be?
Selatan.
Yeah, yes. Right? And then followed by, yes, Barat. All right? Now, and then how about the next questions? The next question, they say, okay, arah mata angin perantaraan. Right? Now, arah mata angin perantaraan means the middle. Right? So what is W? In between utara and timur, we will have timur laut. Alright? Timur and selatan in between, you're gonna have tenggara. Alright? Followed by barat, and in between barat and selatan, barat daya. Right? And the last, it's gonna be barat laut. Alright? And mention to you, yeah, when they ask you, when the question say namakan, when they say nyatakan, yeah, okay, or even they say senaraikan. Alright? Normally they expect you to just give a direct answer. No need explanation, just give answer, point. Just give point, okay, key point. But write in sentence form lah, no need explain, just point. Like you just tell me, okay, utara, timur, selatan, timur laut, tenggara, barat laut, barat daya. Alright? Next, yeah? Done writing? If yes, then we're gonna move on. Move, yeah? Now C. Oh, wait, okay. Oh, yeah, reminded something. You all reminded me something. Let me do this to you guys. Mm. Done. Okay, the rest done? Are you good? Shall we? Okay, three people done, but the rest missing. All right, let's move on. Now, next, yeah, C. This one, be careful, yeah. You can just put a star. This is also relate to chapter 1, but it's not in your syllabus. It's a K bar. High order thinking question. You have to think it on your own. All right. So here they tell you, burung merpati, pigeon. Okay, no pigeon. In the old time, you see in a movie or the drama, they use the map. They use the burung merpati to deliver the letter or some notes to the another people's, right? Pigeon, yeah. And they say pigeon menggunakan pelbagai cara, use all kind of way to determine direction. Nyatakan 4 cara. Nyatakan, straight tell me about how. No need explain, okay? Now see birds. How birds determine the directions. Okay, how birds determine direction, yeah? First, it's very similar with ours. The very common one. How determine the directions? How you determine the direction, how the bird determine the direction is the same. We use our eyes to look at it. All right, you look at it lah, right? Just like you see, if I ask you, hey, how you go to your school from house? Can you tell me how you get to school from your house? What is the direction? Are you able to tell me? Of course, yes. You gotta tell me maybe like, oh, when you come out from my house, you turn to the left, and then you turn to the left again, and then something else, right? You're able to tell. Why? Because you used to do it every time, right? And even you may determine the direction by telling what, oh, after you see lotus, turn left, okay, and then you meet a traffic light, you turn right. This gonna be same with the birds. They will determine on the landscape, on the particular buildings or plants or something, and then to determine the ara. All right, this is an extra for you, yeah. In case your teacher are the one that very, very cute, came out some cute question. Pelihatan visual means use your vision. Okay? Means by eyes. Can ya? Now, and then other than that, what they can do. You see, birds are something that very sensitive about the magnetic field. So you can say they can also berdasarkan medan magnet bumi. Okay? Magnetic field. They are very sensitive with magnetic field. All right? Of course, birds are different. They may also determine direction with their sense. Okay, you have sixth sense, right? They have sense as well, lor. But they don't base on sixth sense. They base on what? Example, the smell of the air. Diria, bau. Okay, they can differentiate that. Okay, this is the smell of puchong. Okay, we can't do that. For us, we don't have this, but bird have. Okay, bird have. Now, and then they also can using taste, rasa. They can taste the difference. We can't do that. Okay, this is for the burung merpati. It's a K-back question. All right. Now, other than that, what kind of K-back question we have? F is also a K-back question. All right, because they ask you bagaimana. Bagaimana, how? How means you need to explain. Must explain, okay? Orang Arab menentu Arab. How Arab people determine direction during the night? Di padang pasir. Now, first I ask you before that, how a normal human determine direction? Okay, yeah. We talk about the syllabus first. In the syllabus, we learn that we determine using compass, right? We determine using kedudukan matahari. Okay, but we can't write these two answers in this situation because they mention night. So during the nighttime, what you can see? You can determine by star, the location of the star. All right. So your first sets of answer, you got to say that. Okay. Orang Arab menentu arah pada waktu malam. Okay. Okay. Dengan melihat kedudukan. Kedudukan means the position, okay? Bintang. Okay. So example, what they use. You can say contohnya, okay, they use the Polaris. Polaris called Buruj Biduk. Alright, the Polaris. Digunakan. Right? Now, untuk menentu, okay, menentu what? Arah utara. Okay, by looking at the Polaris, you can find out which area is the utara, and from there you can find out the rest of the. Okay, you can find out the rest of the directions. Now, of course, as an extra, other than the star, we can also determine the moon. Okay, the location of the moon. Okay, determine the location of the moon, yeah. Now, so you can say selain itu, arah juga dapat ditentu dengan kedudukan bulan. Alright. Alright, so from the kedudukan bulan, right, you can say kedudukan bulan, okay, boleh diguna, okay, dalam menentu arah timur dan barat. Okay, so here I gave you two ways. The first one, the first mark come from, you tell me, look at the star. All right, look at the star and the Polaris able for me to find out the north. And the second, you tell me, oh, based on the moon, and moon able to help us to find out timur and barat. Okay? Same, yeah? Let me know if you're done, then we will move on. So all of you are good, right? Yes, done. I see some familiar name. I also see some name that I didn't see before. I hope all of you are good. So I don't call name by names, yeah. You make sure you are follower. All right. If you cannot, then you must tell. All right. Now, can you tell me quickly for the question E? Question E saying, Anda berdiri di padang sekolah dengan menghadap matahari terbit. What is the word terbit mean? Sun? Yes, sunrise. Now, so sunrise. Now, sunrise, So, arah hadapan Anda ialah if you are facing sunrise. So, in front is what direction? Timur. Okay. If in front is timur, belakang is barat. Of course, yeah, they might ask you left and right as well, okay? Now, let's move, yeah? Dylan? What Dylan? Why suddenly got Dylan? Are you good? Yes, Now, this is like rough chapter 1. But of course, in this part, right, I didn't put bearing sudutan. But you need to know bearing sudutan. All right? Now, and then we do have chapter 2. Chapter 2 may ask you this. Okay, chapter 2 may ask you this. Yeah? They gave you a classroom. They ask you part C. Andaikan media menjadi titik rujukan, tentukan kedudukan relative. When you see the word kedudukan relative, when they say kedudukan relative, yeah, means your answer must be in kiri. You tell me they are in kiri or kanan or hadapan or belakang. Now, why I mention like this, yeah, because if you go to the next page, when they tell you menentukan kedudukan only, then your answer may not be kiri kanan depan belakang. Your answer is gonna be, okay, another. All right, let's come back here, yeah. So, help me to change a word, okay, because I think it's typo. Relative. All right, and here also change for me. I think it's an autocorrect. Relative. All right. Now, so let's try out the one first. What is antayan? Yeah, antayan means assume. We assume. Okay, assume Nadia is the titik rujukan. So look at it. Where is Nadia? Nadia is here. How to determine Nadia's titik rujukan? Then you look at the Nadia lah. Who they facing at? They facing here. So Junwei is actually sit in front of Nadia. So you got to write hadapan. All right. How about I1? Where's I1? I1 is here. If here is front, here is the back. Then how about this? This is a left or right? Know how to determine? Yes, this is a left, this is a right. All right. So left, kiri. I1 duduk di kiri. Then how about Badru? Where's Badru? Badru, I already gave you the answer. Badru sit at the left. Yes, kanan. Great. And the last, Swina. Swina is actually at the back, belakang. All right. Now, donkey is a similar question, so you may try it after class, or after that, after when you do revision. All right. Now, and on top these two, just now I didn't mention, but now I tell you. You see, they ask you, apakah maksud kedudukan? What's the meaning of kedudukan? What's the meaning of a kedudukan relative? Okay. Now, these two, right, is just copy from the books. So you need to make some memorizing, right? And then this one is just about the copying, though I don't do with you, yeah? Now, here. You see, they might not be always like give a short one. They might give you in a sentence form. So you need to make sure you read the sentence form. So you see, they tell you, murid duduk di hadapan Ivan. Look at it. Who sit in front Ivan? Who is in front of Ivan? Liana, yes. Right? And the next one, who sebelah kanan Lina? Kanan Lina, kanan, yes. The rest, take a try. Shun Hui. Right? And the last, Hasid sit duduk di what Ikwan. Hasid mana Iwan. So Hasid sit at which direction of Ikwan? Okay. Yes, belakang. Hasid is belakang Ikwan. Why? This is table. They are facing here. This is table, yeah. So they are facing this. All right. So it's gonna be belakang Ikwan. Understand? Because this is the table and this is a chair, right? You are always facing this way. This is your human. You're facing here. So, what's that? Hasik is at the back. Both are belakang either way. Yeah. For this question, yes. But the question doesn't goes like this all the time. All right. And the last, Dennis duduk di sebelah what Liana? Dennis sit where? Dennis sit kiri. Understood? Same F is gonna be a similar question. You gotta do it on your own. All right. And then I show you this latitude, longitude. Now, go through a little bit. You see, berdasarkan Raja 2X, namakan garisan latitude. So, what is the line? Oh, go up a bit. Okay. Like that. Let me know if you're done. Then I will move on. All right. Not too fast, right? Let me know if you feel that too fast and cannot follow. You must let me know, yeah? Not gonna move on. Slow a bit. All right. Here. This, yeah? Garisan latitude. Garisan latitude. So we have how many latitude? 5. Remember, the lines goes like this. Your sequence, yeah? Your sequence goes like this. A, S, K, J, A. Okay, A, S, K, J, A. Can ya? Now, A, the first A is what? Arctic. But in exam, don't just write Arctic, just write Garisan Arctic. Write in full, yeah? Garisan Arctic. All right? S stand for Garisan Satan. They are always in this sequence, right? And then followed by Garisan Katulistiwa. All right? And Garisan Jadi, followed by the last one, Garisan Antarctica. All right? Now, all right? Now, this is the common one, anak. Now, it gonna depends on how you memorize, okay? Sultan. Anak Sultan. So, how you memorize? Okay. Kena jadi. Okay. Jadi what? Aladdin. Okay. Okay. So, it's a good way of your friend contribute one way of memorize. They said anak Sultan kena jadi Aladdin. Or you may also all right, your friend contributed. Okay. I just borrow and tell you. But here, you see, they might ask you terangkan. You see, just now is keep namakan, nyatakan, senaraikan. Now, terangkan. Terangkan means you must have explanation. They ask you, explain garisan latitude R. R is what? Khatulistiwa. Like I tell you, they might ask you you see, explain khatulistiwa, or they ask you ciri-ciri, or kegunaan fungsi is the same. They are expect you to tell me, oh, garisan khatulistiwa. Okay, you're gonna write in this way, yeah? Garisan khatulistiwa merupakan, okay, garisan latitude, okay, yang, yes, you can say memisah that. Other than that, they located at where? Terletak di 0 degrees. All right, this is the first. And then you can say garisan ini. Never mind, it's okay. I can read. Okay, hemisfera garisan ini memisahkan bumi kepada hemisfera utara and hemisfera selatan. All right. Let me know if you're done writing. Only we move on, yeah? Okay. Okay. Now, move on. Kenya, let's move a little bit to donkey. Now, donkey, you see, they say, berdasarkan pengetahuan Anda dalam raja, 2. Nyatakan state, kedudukan. When they tell you kedudukan, they expect you to tell me what? Tell me the latitude and the longitude. Okay. Now, so look at it. P. Let's go up and find P, okay? Now, P located where? P is here. Ah, yes. Wait. I thought you have a question. Why are you here? Yeah, long time no see. Come and visit me. Thank you. I'm good. I about to ask you the answer, okay? Hiya. Good, good, good. All right. Thanks for visiting me. All right, here. Okay, let's continue with this first, yeah? P. Okay, how to determine the direction? All right. Okay, how to determine the direction? First, always look at the latitude first. So P kedudukan is what you write down? 75 U. After that, comma, look at the verticals, which is 45 T. All right? Understand? Now, let's try one more. Can you tell me what's the location of Q? Same. Look at the horizontal first, which is 37 degrees. And then how about the vertical? 45 B. Understand? It must be UT first. Sorry, U or S first. After that, come with Timur Barat. So can you tell me one R? Show me R before we move.
32S and 30B.
Yes, yes, yes. 32S, 30B. All right, Kenya, then let's move. This is a first level of questions. Now, they might show you in the Earth globe. They might also show you the picture with a 2D map. Let me show you that, yeah? Now, you can actually come here. This is another type. So, this is another type. They give you a 2D map, but it's the same way to determine the directions. So, they say, nyatakan 3 bandar. Tell me 3 cities located in 5U and 10U. Sorry, 5U to 10U. 5U is here. 10U. So, they ask you to name me 3 cities. So, what city that have you seen there? Yes. Yes. Okay, I need to write down. You can write short form in the chat, but I can't, okay? Kota Kinabalu, Como, Georgetown. Laut Sulu is not, yeah? Be careful, they want Bandar City, yeah? Wait, George. Wow, okay, heavy rain. I hope your internet was fine. It start raining. Georgetown, followed by Alosata. You can write Sandakan as well, yeah. But Laut Sulu doesn't, okay. Laut is tell you that the sea. All right. This is the first way of asking. Second, come again. 3 bandar di 105 and to 120. KK branch. No. Kota Kemuning. What Kota Kemuning? No. Here is Kota Kinabalu, okay. 105 to 120. So look at it, 105 to 120. Look at it vertically. So what area? What city you have within this area? You have a lot, right? I think you know you have a lot of answer. Just pick 3. All right. The city that within the blue color box. What it is? Yes, Kuching, Muka, Bintulu, Miri, Kota Kinabalu. Yeah, great. Sandakan as well. Just pick 3. Up to you. You can choose any of the 3. Right, up to you. Muka, Miri, and then Bintulu. All right. Now this is one of the way of asking. Here. Move on, yeah. Okay. Other than they ask you the city, they might ask you in this way. Tentukan kedudukan. Same. They tell you kedudukan. You should tell me latitude and longitude. Alostar. Where is Alostar? Now we need to find out the answer. How? Same way. Alostar is here. Always look at the horizontal. So you see 5, 10. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So where is the latitude? Latitude is 6. U. So you write down your answer 6U, comma. After that, look at the verticals. They are where? They are located here. All right. No, we are not gonna write 101, yeah? Because they are in between 100 and 101, we will just treat it as 100. Okay, we will just treat it as 100. 100 T. Okay, because they haven't touched on the 101 line. Because they haven't touched on this line. They haven't across the line. Then we will just treat it as. So see which one is closer? No. For Joe, right, it's gonna be like this. As long as they're not touching, they haven't touched on this line yet, we will just remain as 100. So means all these area are 100. All these area are 101. All these area are 102. Because you read this way. Okay? Now, and the next, Johor Bahru. Can you tell me Johor Bahru locations? Let's see, where's Johor Bahru? Let me draw the line. I also cannot see where it is. Okay. You found Johor? I write here, yeah? Because I don't want to flip up and down already. So where's Johor Bahru? Look at the latitude first. They are located in 1 Utara, comma, yes, 103 Timor. The rest, you get it? I mean, are you? You good? So the next one, yeah, let's try one more. Bintulu. Can you tell me the location for Bintulu? I just write here. I don't plan to do all, okay, because I still have chapter 3 and chapter 4. I need to settle within 20 minutes. Now, so see Bintulu, look at the horizontal line first. Line. Yes, it's 3 U, and then is what? Exactly on the line, right? 1, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 1, 3. 3 or 4? 1, 1, 3, not 1, 1, 4. Because they are, the dot is here. Yeah. The rest, are you good? Understand? Then I gotta move on. Tips. Yeah, be careful in exam, oh. Don't look overlook, oh. Right? Yeah. Good, Move on. The Miri and Sandakan, you can try your own. I think afterwards, I will share the answer. After that, I will share the answer. Okay? Yeah. Now you do it. All right? Here. Yeah. This is another common question, chapter 3. They show you a map. Right? They show you a map. And then they might ask you a question like this. Nyatakan 5 ciri peta yang dikata lengkap. What is the ciri peta that 1A must have to be complete? Come, just state to me, what is the 5 ciri-ciri for a complete peta?
Petunjuk, arah mata, angin,
Yes, tajuk. Let me write down one by one. Pemidang, arah mata angin. Two more. Yes, good. Symbol. And also, yeah, you wrote it. Petunjuk. Okay? It's just great because they say state 5 mark, 5 marks, 1 marks each. All right? Now, they might also ask you, senaraikan 3 pandang darat physical. What is pandang darat physical? Natural characteristic. Okay, natural characteristic. So go back to the map. Let's find out. What is the natural characteristic? In Form 1 level, right, you can be a bit churi that straight away look at your petunjuk, you can find your answer here. So can you tell me contour is physical or what? No. Come on, be careful, yeah. Contour is physical. Sungai is physical, right? Hutan, physical. Kayu bakau, physical. How about getah? Getah is not, yeah. Getah is budaya because we are the one who plant it. Same goes with kelapa sawit. We plant it. Yes. Padi, we plant it. Budaya. Kelapa sawit, we plant it. Budaya. Basically, the leftover is all budaya, right? All man-made. Okay, I just wrote for you. All man-made. Kanya all man-made. Understand? All right. Then you just copy down your answer. You see the third one, say, 3 pandang darat budaya. Budaya means man-made characteristic. So you just copy down. Just pick 3 and write it down. Okay? Pick 3 and write it down. Okay? Then I don't write with you already. Next. See, this is another way. Contoh simbol garisan. Okay? Example of symbol garisan. Can you look at here and tell me which one is garisan? This one I got not gonna write. I'm just gonna highlight for you. Which one is garisan? Yes, Jalan Raya. Sungai, yes. Line, things that do with line, yes. Lorong Jalan Kaki. Yeah. Tali air, yes. Yeah. Still have jambatan, yes. And benteng, yes. Then ask you, yeah. Just ask you, okay? Contour is under which benteng? What benteng? Benteng. Right? Contour is kawasan. Right? Hutan is kawasan. Paya Pakau, Getah, Kelapa, all these are kawasan. Okay? Then, pertempatan masjid kilang, TA, titik. Okay? Sekolah and balai polis is singkatan perkataan. Is it okay? Let me know if you're done, yeah? If you're done, then I'm gonna move. All right. Done? Move on. Okay? Move on, yeah? See. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here. There is a very others question, which is a bit that not in your a bit like K but lah, okay? But let me just show you in case your teacher asks. Namakan kegiatan economy. What is kegiatan? Kegiatan means activity. Economy activity. Okay, economy activity. And normally it's represent that what activity that human use to get money. All right. So they ask you, look at this kampong kurai. Think of it. What activity they do to earn money? Let's look at kurau lah. Kampong kurau is where? Kampong kurau. Where's kurau? Sorry. Where's my kurau? Wait, I think I have a missing things.
There's no kurau.
Wait, I didn't see that. Kampong Meru, Kampong Jati. Wait. Oh, okay, I found it. Sorry, my eyes. Here. And you see what? My eyes, sorry, my problem. Menanam padi. Yes. Okay. So you can say menanam padi. Or pertanian. Now, and then Meru, how about Meru? Meru have what? Getah and kilang, ya. So you can say it, menanam. In this situation, you can say menanam getah. Yes, or menore getah, yes. Right? And then Kampong Jati. Jati have what? Kelapa sawit, yes. Yeah. Wait, what? Coconut? No. Hey, split, yeah. This is coconut. This is kelapa, yeah. Sawit. It's a bit different, yeah. Make sure you can differentiate them, okay? Now, and this. Apakah kesan? What is the effect? If X di pantai timur diterokai. Okay, diterokai means being explored. Explore and develop, yeah. Now, this is a K-BAT question. K-BAT. But a lot of people, most of you will know how to do, but some of you, maybe they will just have no answer in your brain. Let's find out X first. Where is X? Here. So what is this area? This is a forest. So they ask you, what if you develop the forest? Diterokai means you actually chop down a tree and do something else. So what will happen if you deforest? You chop down a tree. What will happen? Panas, okay. You can say cuaca di sekitarnya akan semakin panas. Other than that, 3 marks off. So your first answer is monkey will go into the kampongs. No need to so detail. You can say what? Haiwan akan, they will lost their home, right? Kehilangan habitat. Yeah. Merosakkan hutan, but you need to be detailed a little bit because 3 marks. How it actually being destroyed? Is it you chop down the trees, you develop the things, okay? Or you can say okay, you can say kawasan ini, okay? Sorry, cannot say kawasan ini. You can say ketidakseimbang. Okay, ketidakseimbang ecosystem. Okay, not balanced. And also, you might also say what? Diterokai, right? Risiko tanah runtuh. Landslide gonna happen. Meningkat. Now, other than that, you can also have others answer. You can also tell, you see, when the animals lost their shelter, what happened? Kepupusan flora dan fauna. The extinction of plants and animals. Any other answer? What will happen if you chop down the whole forest? Where's our water come from? That's a lot, yeah. No nature. So for flora, plants and animal dies, right? Other than that, landslide, you can say we will actually have no more wood. But you chop down already. Lesser plant. You can say plant get lesser. Tumbuh-tumbuhan. The proper word is tumbuh-tumbuhan. Of course, you can also say pokok. More carbon, not less carbon. Tumbuh-tumbuhan kurang. Or semakin kurang. Getting lesser. Okay? Not less carbon, more carbon, because you got no plant to settle the carbon. All right, I think it's enough, right? Six answer for you. It's a kebat. All right, let's move on, yeah. Now, downs, right, have a similar question. See, they might ask in, you see, chapter 3, right? They give you a map. They might mix the answer with you, you see? Nyatakan arah. Ukukan bearing sudutan. Yeah, plants extinct. Kepupusan flora. Flora means plants. The extinction of plant, the extinction of animals. Now, you see, they might mix and ask you. That's why you will see, physical. Here. Dua jenis tanaman. Tanaman means the plantation, the crops. And here, this is a kebat. They say, apakah faktor? What is the factor? Means, what is the reason? Factor, what is the facts? What is the reason that encourage the growth of the plants in 1D? Can you tell me in the next question, ladang muni? In ladang muni, what plant you have? Getah and? Yes. And then here they ask you. You write down donkey answer first. Getah dan kelapa sawit. And question asks you, Why? What's the reason that we can grow getah, we can plant kelapa sawit? Normally, what your plant needs? Yeah, what you can write. Okay, you can say this is a hebat. You will actually learn this related in the behind chapter, but sometimes they will mix and came out in your chapter 3 questions. All right, so your first you can say what? You can say, okay, faktor yang mengalahkan penanaman tanaman, or you can say lah, getah dan kelapa sawit boleh ditanam, okay, kerana normally why ya, mempunyai tanah yang rata dan luas. Okay, I realized something. I'm not gonna have enough space for it. So I think I'm gonna write just straight right in a paragraph for you. Right? So you tell me because the land, right? Other than that, you can also tell, oh, because got Jalan Raya, because of houses, because of water, because of factory. Normally, like what you guys said, okay? Right? So you can say, selain itu, okay, kawasan itu, kawasan ini dilengkapi dengan sistem pengangkutan. Okay, they are complete with transportation system, yaitu jalan raya. Okay, so why is so important for a jalan raya? Jalan raya can do what? Jalan raya can deliver the things faster. Okay. Now, and then you can say, okay, terdapat kilang. Okay, there is a factory. Okay, so factory can do what? Membolehkan proses. Okay, proses. Proses bahan. Sorry, not barang, bahan. Barang asas getah dan kelapa sawit means, oh, there is a factory can make barang that based on, should have, I am in my plan, I don't talk about chapter 5. I mean, today I didn't talk about chapter 5 because I believe I just finished chapter 5 in the class, right? So chapter 5 next week I will do in class. In class I will do a question before we move on. Yeah, so I will do chapter 5 in class. And I believe we just finished, so right? Now, so getah, wait, dan kelapa sawit. Let me just complete this, How many points we have already, Tanah, rata, dan luas. Have to bring notes next week. I mean, you memang need to bring your books to the class, right? The normal books. Yeah, the normal day books, not this book. I don't need you to bring seminar notes to the class, Okay. Now, wait, 1 answer, 2 answer, 3 answer. All right. Now, and then your elaboration also will have marks. All right. And one more, you can say what? They have kawasan rumah. Okay. Membolehkan. Okay. Penduduk. Okay. Allow the people. Okay. Bekerja dalam ladang. Is it good? Now, I think chapter 4 also a bit not enough time for me, okay? Now, so help yourself for chapter 4, yeah? Right? So, yeah. The rest of the question, you may try it out. I thought it's a bekerja. Bekerja is the people. Bekerja means you work. Pekerja means worker. Bekerja means you work. Understand? Now, so feel free to help yourself for the leftover questions. All right? Can, yeah? Right, so far, any questions? If you have no question, then I think I would like to just wrap here. All right, yeah, got thunder. No question, but got thunder. Yeah. So if you have no question, you may end class. If you have any further when you do the leftover question, you're facing any problem, feel free to text me. Okay? Kenya? All right. So see you in the class next week. Bye. You're welcome. Already bye. Okay.